Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Tonight we will be talking about the Braxton Family Values 6th season, episode 3, The Living Legend. Now, Miss Toni Braxton received the Living Legend Award at the Soul Train special that they held. Now, tonight we start off with Miss Trina. She had a meltdown on the last episode and it pretty much picked up from there. Now, I don't know if you guys watched Iyanla Vanzant on last week, featuring Trina Braxton and her husband Gabe. Okay, they had a chance to discuss their marital problems on the show, and their kids made a appearance, of course. Now, this was tough to watch for me, and I don't even have kids at that. This was a touchy episode. And Gabe and the kids have a really unique dynamic. I mean, I don't understand that. I mean, he's the father living in the house, and he does not have a relationship with those kids. When you have a relationship with the mother, you have a relationship with the kids. And now get this now. Now, Mr. Gabe, now he felt bullied in their marriage. Now I'm like, say what now? Bullied? Is this the same man? Was it not him? The same man who used a tracking device in his wife's car to keep track of her. Now come on. Is that not controlling? Okay. And that's bullying, if you ask me. Now, one thing I wanted to touch on is Trina. I don't know if you all paid any attention, but it seemed more like Miss Trina is more concerned about the situation that's going on with Tamar and Vince than the situation that is going on with her and her own sons. Okay? Now, she was not emotional not one time on Iyanla Vanzant show. But now she's boo-hooing at the family dinner with Dad Braxton and with the sisters and with Michael Jr., okay? I don't get that, but, okay, if that's the way they operate. But if it was my father who I had been in a situation like that, my father would have had a real stronger reaction than that. Pow pow, knowing him. Next scene, the girls was in Vegas at a celebration dinner, which I thought they should have did a lot more for Tamar's 50th. I thought you'd go all out. And once I turn 50, I think I am going to go out on my 50th. And once I get everything, I'm going to try to do a cruise or something overseas. I'm going to do something. I don't know. But that will be a big milestone, big birthday. So you need to do something besides a dinner. Okay? So in a few years, I will be doing that. Now, it seems no one was having a good time at this. Evelyn Braxton was, she was there. And she's really seemed like she's just a very unhappy woman. Very unhappy, mean woman. It's what I have detected over these years with this woman. She's bitter. I know she's been in that rough relationship with Michael, but that's been 20 years ago. There's no time limit on abuse, but Vince, not Vince, the man has moved on, and it's time for her to just suck it up and move on and try to move on and have the rest of her life quiet with another man. Probably need to get out of these cameras and stuff. He popped to Roxy and all this junk. My. Woo, have mercy. Now, she was a few months ago, going around on every talk show network that will receive her. She was on TMZ. She was on Sister Circle. I mean, she was on the radio show. You know, anybody that would receive her, telling the world all about marital issues that her daughter was experiencing with her husband. Now, come on. But now she's at this dinner whining about the entire situation that no one is talking to her. No one is talking to her about the situation that she created. I mean, Mama Braxton. You don't get it? I mean, now you don't know why Tamar is not speaking to you? Mother E and the sisters, they are fueling the rumors. Now, had we had not heard about this through the media, we probably wouldn't know about Vince's alleged abuse. None of this. So with all the talking Mama E and the sisters are doing, I mean, they all could have won any chances of Tamar and Vince reconciling or reuniting. Because she could be embarrassed to even go back down that road, and then she'll probably wonder what her fans say, or then maybe she doesn't care what her fans say. But no matter how that she's a public figure, she's still a woman that deserves privacy. Now, I think poor Tamar is so damaged that she is walking around with a bald head. Now, perhaps not to have any reminders of the mental abuse. Now, there is such a thing as mental abuse, not always physical abuse, mental abuse. Now, because, the mental abuse could stem because of Vincent's obsession with white women. Fair skin, blonde hair. To me, that's low-key white women. Okay? There are no fair-skinned, blonde women. I'm not saying they aren't. But I've been all over the world traveling, and I've never seen a fair-skinned, black, blonde lady. So that's low-key. Vincent liked white men. And Vincent is able to like whomever he liked. But he didn't need to change Tamar into a whole new person. Oh my goodness. Now, everybody, I guess, was surprised that Tamar showed up at the award show. I mean, it was great to see her. She didn't really interact with any of her sisters or her mother, for that matter. And so, because, she showed up, there were speculations that she may not show up. But Miss Evelyn, she walked the red carpet, but she kept her mouth closed this time. She used a little bit of wisdom. That wisdom she should have been using on TMZ, ET Tonight, Sister Circles, and whoever else that would hold her. Now, Tony, 2 children, they showed up on the red carpet, and these guys, they really have grown into big boys really, really quickly. And from what I understand, her youngest boy, Tony Braxton, her youngest, who has autism, no longer has autism. Apparently, according to Tony Braxton, he outgrown it. But I didn't know that you could possibly outgrow autism. But if he did, that is a blessing. And so, shout out to him for overcoming such a serious matter in today's society. Yes. Okay, not to change the subject, but hey, did anyone mention Birdman wasn't in the picture tonight? You know what? I don't understand their relationship, but she seems content with this man, and she seemed to make it work. Next, Miss Tawanda is dating again. Okay, but she didn't disclose this mystery man of hers. I hope she, waited and to get to know herself before plunging back into a new relationship. But she's on tour with Two Can Play That Game, and that's the 90s or early 2000s show with Vivica Fox on Mr. Choice Nut, and get what's her name? Gabrielle Union, I think that's her name. But yes, so she's on that, and the show was okay when I saw it back in the early 2000s. It was okay, hey, but to each his own. That was just my opinion. Hopefully they're doing well. Now the guys, this episode, I'm telling you, I am just going to be. Let's just be honest. Let's be honest. The episode, the first 3 episodes, it has, to me, it's been boring. We are on season 6, episode 3, and there hasn't been any season with Tamar and her sisters. Now, clearly there is a problem going on between the sisters and, of course, the mother. And so the storyline has just been about their feelings towards Tamar and Vince's situation. Now, I'm sure when they were going through their situation, they didn't want every move they made plastered out on the internet, and they didn't want Tamar being in any interview discussing her marriage situation. And I don't think they're giving her that respect. I honestly don't. I really don't. Now, wait a minute. I forgot about where Trina and Tracy went to buy some weed. Clearly these ladies, help them, Lord. These ladies are going through a midlife crisis. They have to be. Why in the world would you go into kind of bathroom? Why would they need a bath bomb to relax them in a nice bath? To each his own. Like I said, this was a boring episode. In closing, we need to keep Tamar in prayer. Sure, she got, ever since she got fired from The Real, she has one knockdown after another. With Vince, and what I'm saying, it was just, she was waiting on the Steve Harvey show, but it was just, and then she had problems with her friends, and you know what, it was just one situation, bad situation after another. And now her mother, and now her sister. Perhaps her mother did what she did because she was desperate for her child. To make what was going on in Tamar's home, she was desperate and just wanted to stop. A mother's job, what my mother always tell me, a mother's job is to protect their child by any means necessary. So make sure to share, comment, and like this video. This is all I have for you this week, and I will see you on next week. Braxton family with News 1 with Shay. Thank you so much for watching.